everybody. Welcome to a brand new episode of the WrestleSlam podcast, as brought to you by Manscaped. As always, use that code WrestleSlam, get 20% off and free shipping. Phil, this week, following this weekend, Halloween Havoc, we had Raw last night. Any news that we need to talk about before we get into the shows? Anything happening over the weekend that broke, or anything people haven't to be told about?
Not major broke, but there was something that really, because I said earlier to you in the box, but Claudius Castagnoli on Dark. Really,
That's always going to happen.
It really stood out to me.
Sure. Well, like, you know, he's is he still the champion? Did he lose the title?
He lost it, yeah.
That's the one he lost to Jericho, was it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I thought it was a TV one.
There's just so many belts.
Yeah, I can't keep up with him. I know he's going. That's going to happen. Everybody's going to appear on Dark eventually. Like, I don't think they're even like Jericho and Mox. Maybe they have. I'm not sure. Maybe outside of the top tier talent, like everybody's going to have to eventually go there to get their reps in, because they can't be on TV every week.
Yeah, exactly.
But there is a Ring of Honor show. Tony Khan announced that the pay-per-view in December, which is clashing alongside the NXT show on the 10th of December.
And also a major UFC show.
Yeah. They said there's going to start a weekly TV in the new year. Then after that, that's going to be their last pay-per-view this year, and there's going to be some sort of TV deal with Ring of Honor from January onwards. Weekly show, he said it was going to be. So
hopefully it's only like an hour, or not a big.
Hopefully it's on YouTube or something, because I don't know if they'll get a TV deal, will they?
It's hard to know. Like YouTube, I think they're looking for one. That's why Jericho's champion.
Well, yeah, they've been trying to, they've been pushing people like Jericho and Bryan Danielson as a way of, fronting the Ring of Honor deal. But
yeah,
even still, like, Jericho's not going to be on TV every week. He's going to be on tour with Fozzy, and he's got his podcast and stuff, like, and he can't be if he's going to lose a spot in AEW then at Dynamite, like, because he's on commentary and Rampage and stuff as well.
And the thing is, as well, people, if Ring of Honor fans out there know, that final battle is there, like WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So, like, it'll be interesting to see that card. Who's Jericho going to? He's obviously going to have to be on it. At some point.
I'd love it to be Garcia, like, but I don't know what they're doing with that storyline now.
Yeah, so I could see somebody like Chris Hero making an appearance.
Does he deserve a title shot straight off the bat?
No, not. Yeah, well, that's the other side of it. Because I was trying to think about who was ex-champions were before. There's not a lot they could.
There's a lot. Like, they could fucking throw Samoa Joe into the mix. Like, and put title against title or something, like,
Yeah, exactly.
Samoa Joe against Chris Jericho would be a fucking hell of a match.
I think that could be that could be the main event. Very well.
I hope so. Like, if it's not that, it's Joe against Wardlow. Maybe they're going to tease something in the next few weeks over it.
Yeah, but yeah,
both titles on the line there too.
But just for news and stuff, it's been fairly quiet. I mean,
what happened this weekend? Yeah. I'm sure we can get into Halloween Havoc. It happened at the weekend. Is it that we officially call it the first NXT takeover style pay-per-view under Triple H's new regime with Triple H?
It definitely felt more. There was definitely more effort. As something was there. Not the word effort, but there was definitely.
There was stuff there, but there was stuff missing as well. I think the opening, like, again, I've said it many times, like, you can't have a bad ladder match. It's very hard to have a bad ladder match. And they opened the show the way they did. Everybody was going to fucking struggle to follow that match because it was fucking phenomenal. Do you think Wesley was the right person to win?
Oh, delighted for him, yeah. No, I'm delighted for him. There was a chance that he was going to get lost in the shuffle, but he's too talented to not do something with. Yeah,
I agree. When MSK were around, like, that there was controversy with some of the crowd that were booing them constantly because of something personal that happened off camera with somebody. I'm not going to mention who it is, like, but they had some issues, and then whenever he left and got done for whatever he got done for his tag team partner, he's gone back to Impact now. But Wesley, he looked like he was going to go missing, but he's got that Ricochet quality about him. Like, he can just put on good matches with the bigger men and make them look, super. Like he sells pretty well. Like, and he's got a good look at, even though he's about, I don't know, 5'6" or 7. He's not much taller than maybe fucking, I don't even know, James Ellsworth or somebody.
There was a very,
not to mention,
what was that?
Not to mention James Ellsworth twice in 2 days, like I mentioned on Raw, but some good spots, some dangerous spots as well.
Yeah, I was just going to say it's that spot where he picked him up and threw him out to the outside.
Yeah. He bounced off the table.
I don't think I've seen that since ECW days.
Yeah, well, like normally somebody's there to catch him, or the table will break, break or fall or something. But he didn't. Like it was like a rubber band just bouncing off the table. Like it's just poor fucker. He just. I know they were trying to use it as a way of keeping him out for a while, so they could make the big recovery at the end and run up the ladder and get the title. Like, but yeah, it was a good match. I'm not sure what they do with Carmelo Hayes now. Like, is he going to move on to the main title picture? I think he should.
Sean said that he's ready in the press conference.
Oh yeah.
Afterwards, so maybe
definitely. But like where
is the question? I'd put him onto. I suppose I could say put him onto SmackDown, but SmackDown's become overpacked.
Yeah, both shows are getting overpacked, and I don't want him to get lost in the shuffle yet because he's still growing on me. Like he's a hell of a talent. Like, and it'd be a shame if he went up there and he had to start fresh all over again.
You don't want more factions either.
Yeah, well, there's some people that are saying like he may end up in Hit Row, like, and he's going to be the mystery partner for them.
Okay.
But I don't know if that's the right thing to do.
He posted a tweet about that saying I'm not joining him. This was weeks ago.
Yeah, but sure, this is wrestling.
Yeah.
Everybody says something they don't want to do, and then they end up doing it anyway.
Yeah. So what? And then we had Mandy.
Oh, that stupid segment with them fucking going like. I thought they were the way when they started it off. I thought they were going to do like the Dexter and Cameron Grimes haunted house thing. I thought maybe they were doing something like that because Halloween Havoc. Why not do it? And then it was just a drawn out segment they could have done on.
I was really liking it for a few minutes, and then it just became okay. Get on with it.
Yeah, but it made no sense because they had JC or Gigi. I'm not sure which one got pulled into the cabinet or the fridge or something by somebody who was sitting there. And I thought that was the way of taking them out of the match what they wanted to fear later on. And it didn't work. So there was no real point to it at all. It didn't pay off for any reason.
I think this whole thing is going to lead in fantasy booking in my head. This is going to lead to a cage match between Mandy and Frey. Just because the way the match ended as well.
Interferences in WWE and AEW are just through the roof at the minute. Everybody's, there's very rarely a match where somebody doesn't interfere in something.
Yeah. But when it got into the ring, the match wasn't bad.
Yeah, they had a good match. Like later on in the show, it wasn't a bad match at all. Like
it's just you're right. It's just getting to that point was kind of
it didn't need it. If they didn't, they could have just done a 2-minute parking lot segment like they do in NXT. It's the most dangerous place in wrestling is the NXT parking lot. So they could have just done something like that. Didn't make any sense at all.
Right person won. I'm not sure.
Well, they just gave her the full year as a champion. I think maybe she'll drop the title soon enough. And there was talks that they were going up to the main roster. The Toxic Attraction were going up. So maybe they go for Survivor Series.
The problem with that is when they were on SmackDown recently, there was no reaction from.
But sure, there's very little reaction for Johnny Gargano at the moment either on the main roster. Like he's on Raw, and
that's a whole other kettle of fish we'll talk about in a minute.
Yeah, they're not doing it right. We'll get into it. Again, like besides the main event, like the rest of the matches were kind of just filler. Like
the ambulance match was okay. There's nothing to it.
Yeah, the casket match with Apollo Crews, like I don't know what they're doing with him. Like why he's coming back from the dead with fucking druids at the end. Like he fell through the coffin. Surely that should have been it. I know people were saying online they were like, why he's they didn't close the lid, like, but
Yeah, it was dumb.
Didn't make any sense.
There was a few skits on the show that were quite interesting. Joe Gacy's getting a new member, which could be anyone. We'll see. But the big one was T-Bar's mask.
Yeah, finally we get Dijakovic back.
Yeah, it's much needed for that main event scene.
He should have been back long. Well, he should have been gone from T-Bar the minute Triple H took over, because him and Keith Lee and the bangers they put on, a couple of years back, he stood out. He was amazing, like in it, and the what they did did him dirty, so dirty. It's like he was like right behind Karrion Kross and on the dirty scale of bringing someone up the roster and just destroying them. Like he never got a chance. And they've been putting on bangers on main event every Thursday. If you haven't seen them, like go and watch his matches with Mustafa Ali in places. Like they've had some great matches. So hopefully he'll get some good matches in NXT as well.
The main event was really, really good.
Jesus Christ, that main event was stupendous. Like
I reckon Braun is only a few months. I think WrestleMania is his last NXT.
You think he'll be champion that long?
I don't know about being champion, but I think the night after WrestleMania you've got to bring him up. Royal Rumble appearance, definitely.
100%. Definitely needs to be in the Royal Rumble.
I just don't see him having something WrestleMania worthy, if that makes sense.
Yeah, well, who beats him? Like, are they going to bring somebody fresh in? Like, are they going to give it to maybe Dijakovic, or is Dragunov going to get his one-on-one match, or Tyler Bate or somebody?
I'd love if it was like, I don't know. Do they want to have a European wrestler win it so that the European NXT is starting? I don't know.
And very, very much depends on what happens in NXT Europe, if they're going to have a new champion there or keep the NXT title for both.
Exactly. So it's tricky enough.
Were you surprised they won? Considering they've won.
Yeah, I mean, no, like, but it was a three-way.
Exactly. Yeah, they could have. That's the easy option as on a triple threat, is to you don't pin the champion. That spot though, Jordan Devlin, he was brilliant in this match. Not being biased or anything, like, but he stood out majorly in this match. Like he played them so well.
It's the ran into a powerbomb.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Well, even that spot where the referee is about to count to 3 and he slid in and grabbed the ref hand was brilliant. I loved it. You don't see that. I think I've probably only seen that once or twice in my life.
Well, because it was so close.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there's definitely an improvement on what we usually see from these shows.
The setup is still there though. The old, I say old, like when it's NXT 2.0 setup, that stage, sound stage, and all the LED boards and stuff is. I don't think that's ever going to go away, is it? They're not going to go back to the old dirty style of black and gold NXT.
I think it's just at this point, I'm talking to my brother about this so much that I think it's almost that thing where they won't, how they don't change pay-per-views up. It's just like that. I don't know, that laziness or just don't want to spend the money.
What did Shawn Michaels? He said something about their pay-per-views are going traveling? They have a couple of shows planned out for next year.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like, in terms of their entranceways and ramps and.
Yeah, but I mean, like, if they move venues and stuff, maybe if they brought it on tour, maybe I know they're not going to do big, stadiums or big fucking.
Yeah, I could see them.
MSG or
anything.
Raw
entrances, though. That's the problem.
Yeah, well, like they did before, like the old NXT days when they were on the same weekend as a pay-per-view, like Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. They had a big venue that was the same place for Raw. Like, it made them feel a bit bigger. It made them stand out a lot more. Like, that's their big special moment. They can't keep having pay-per-views in the same place where they have the TV shows. Like,
yeah, no, I agree with you. 100%.
It's never going to get any bigger.
No, exactly. I suppose we should move on to Raw then. Although there was one or two things on SmackDown as well that were interesting.
I can't even remember watching SmackDown. I'm sure I watched parts of it.
There's just two or three things that I made a note of that I wanted to talk about, because one was really good and the other one annoyed me.
What was
the thing that annoyed me was the Bray Wyatt promo. It's the music. I could not.
Music drowned out him. It was too loud.
Yeah.
Way too loud.
And it was playing through the whole thing as well.
It didn't make any sense.
Maybe that was the point of it, but it just felt weird.
Well, they're saying he's on the internal roster now. He's the #1 babyface on SmackDown.
Interesting.
Drew McIntyre's moved to second. So I'm presuming they're expecting his merchandise to sell out. And, in the next week or so, what they're going to obviously drop something before Halloween. They better drop it now.
Who do you reckon that guy in the cowboy hat was?
I don't know. I have no idea.
It looks like Hulk Hogan.
It looked like Hogan or fucking Jeff Jarrett or somebody like. But it's like, why would they be anywhere near Bray Wyatt? So Howdy. I was trying to think who the fuck can Howdy be like, and it's like maybe it's like blonde mustache. It's like, who the fuck is blonde and not anywhere at the moment. I was like, it's not Hammerstone anyway. Like, even though he had a interview in the last few days about the potential of going to AEW or WWE. Like, so I hope it's not Hammerstone. Like, he's still got the MLW titles. I'm sure he wants to defend them before he goes anywhere.
Yeah. That's it exactly. And the other thing as well was the Sheamus. I thought that was really well done because that sets up a lot of stuff down the line.
Well, like I know they've already announced a War Games match for the Raw side. Will they have a War Games match for SmackDown, or just a Survivor Series style matchup between the Bloodline and the Brawling Brutes?
It's hard to know. I think Roman Reigns needs a feud that'll, that's what I'm looking for now, to get him to WrestleMania rather than just
obviously he's not going to lose to Logan Paul.
No.
For Survivor Series, his title's not going to be in line. It's never on the line, really. It hasn't been on the line in a long time. Survivor Series. So, throw him into a match with Drew McIntyre and the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus, and the Bloodline.
I think
that'll be, in a Survivor Series style matchup. Like, there's no reason why. And have the Bloodline go over, like, have Sammy being the last man standing or something. He's the sole survivor for the Bloodline or something.
Exactly.
Something like that.
Exactly. That's perfect.
But then you'd have to, you could. Roman doesn't get pinned, like him and Drew or him and Sheamus get counted out or something, double counted shit. They like to pull that.
Because clearly the women are getting War Games from Raw.
Yeah, there's definitely going to be women's War Games, yeah. But like, there's going to be Rhea's going to be in the one in Raw, isn't she? So they're looking.
I think she's in a Survivor Series match.
Oh no, I think I saw it on Twitter today. That it's going to be. Maybe somebody just made it up, but it looked official that
I see the OC versus
the OC Judgment Day in a War Games match with Rhea Ripley and the mystery.
All right, was that actual? Is that legit?
I think it is, because they were talking about getting a female handler, so maybe that.
All right, no, because I thought that the War Games was going to be Bianca for some reason.
Yeah, it's possible they have a separate female one as well, but there's no reason why Rhea Ripley couldn't be in the one with the OC and the Judgment Day, because she fucking power slammed fucking the Gallows.
Charlotte, is it?
Well, could be Charlotte coming back, because like I said, I put it up on Twitter earlier today that she was AJ Styles' mixed match tag team partner a couple of years ago in that fucking stupid fucking challenge thing, and she's due back, and Rhea's never beaten her, like, so
exactly.
Who better to throw in there with her? Rhea's had a War Games match in NXT, so she has the experience as well, knowing what to do. And Charlotte, following up from her dad's footsteps of being in War Games matches as well will be a nice touch.
Yes, exactly. And I'd love to see her doing the moonsault off the cage as well.
That'd be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah. So I think if that's legit, that could be a very good match.
Yeah. I hope it is, because it would be something different. It's just the man versus the man. Like, Rhea can handle herself. Charlotte can handle herself. She's fucking bigger than probably, she's definitely taller than Finn Balor and AJ Styles. So, she'll stand out.
She's definitely 6'something.
Yeah, easily. And they opened up the show as well, like with Raw, like, they opened up with that match with Carl Anderson.
Yeah.
And Finn Balor, like,
Just before we start with Raw as well, you hear what's making this drama with Anderson and this belt, because the lads now are not happy.
Yeah. Well, he was supposed to defend it the same day or same weekend.
Same day as
the show.
Yeah. The problem is it's not a taped Japan show, and they do usually do that, but not this time. So there could be trouble there. I think he might get stripped.
It's possible, like, if he's not going to defend it, why bother holding on to it if he's gone? Like, I know he said in the past he wants to finish his career in Japan, like, so he doesn't want to burn his bridges, like, but money talks, like, he's in WWE on a big fucking contract now, so he has no reason to hold on to the title if he's not going to defend it.
Exactly.
It'd be nice if he did, though, because it would be cool, like, crossover.
It would be nice. But just going back to Raw, the match was good. I liked it. I wasn't expecting it to be as good as it was. Like, Anderson gets a lot of stick online for not being great, but I actually really like him.
I like him. I like his move. Like, he's a tag team wrestler, but when he wrestles singles matches for New Japan, he always has great matches. Like, he sells brilliantly. He's probably got the second best spine buster in wrestling behind Arn Anderson. Like,
it's tasty.
Not it's fucking phenomenal. Like, it looks fucking proper, like, tasty. So, but again, it's the old cliche of distraction finishes and Rhea getting involved. But that spot with her, the Gallows, like, power slamming.
Do you know what? I really liked it, but there's certain things that bug me as well.
Well, she's a heel and she shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
kind of
it's
thing.
a babyface spot. Yeah.
It was a babyface spot. Yeah, it's like something at WrestleMania, like power slamming Andre the Giant, like, But it was still cool, though.
Yeah, it was.
And
great.
it wasn't a sloppy power slam either. She held him up for a fucking couple of seconds before she slammed him, and she was very stable on her feet. So, he's a big fucker. He's like legit 6'7" or 6'8".
Oh yeah, he's fucking
340, 50 pounds. Like, he's a massive dude. Like.
Yeah. But yeah, it's overall probably the right person won because last week.
Oh yeah.
And then after that dreadful promo, I hated it.
Which one?
Eddie Guerrero won. Dominic talking like if you to bring
this generations.
Yeah, it's just Dominic can't even have good matches.
He's still learning.
Yeah, he is. But
he's on his own now, so he has to.
Do you know what? I give him a lot of credit. He's a lot more comfortable these days.
Yeah, I'm digging Judgment Day big time. I hated him at the start. Like, it just didn't make any sense at the start. But now it's like they don't feel like anybody's a leader. Like, they seem to be besides Dominic, like, but they all seem to be equal. Like, Finn Balor's not the leader of Judgment Day.
The only thing I didn't like was that last night when I was watching it, they made it seem like Dominic was. I know you were saying there it doesn't feel like thing, but last night they kind of made him feel inferior a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it was just me.
I don't know.
I thought it was definitely a bit awkward.
If anybody's leading them at the minute, it's Rhea. Like, she's the one standing out the most. Like, she's doing all the dirty work on the outside. Like, she hasn't had a match in ages. Like, they've been feuding with AJ Styles in age. Like, hopefully we'll get the Beth Phoenix payoff. But
it would be really cool.
But she hasn't had a match. Maybe Beth will end up with fucking AJ Styles then, but without age, it doesn't make any sense.
That's exactly it. Could it be Chelsea Green?
Chelsea Green? I don't think so.
I think it's AJ Styles fair when I said Chelsea Green.
It'll have to be somebody in the same stature, like Raquel Rodriguez or somebody big and powerful. Like,
I think it'll be a
returning Jax or something.
It'll be a returning girl. It'll be Sasha Banks or Charlotte.
Yeah. I don't know if Sasha Banks was fit in there. Like, nice to see. I don't think they've had a match before. Did they have a match? Sasha and Rhea. They had a match before.
Don't remember them fighting actually. No, you say no.
I don't remember if they ever had a one-on-one match.
Yeah. I don't think so.
No. I can't remember if they did.
No.
What are you making of this whole fucking Miz and Dexter?
I don't know. They've Gargano involved now because they don't know what to do with him.
Yeah.
Gargano on the whole day. Is it just? Are they just trying to keep this whole thing going because Dexter is injured or what's the crack?
I don't know. Is he legit injured?
Somebody said that last week that either him or the Miz were injured, one or the other.
Well, they said Miz last week was injured, but then he had a match with R-Truth, so obviously he's not injured, so maybe Dexter is injured. It'll be a shame, like, after dragging this out for the last few weeks now, we have to wait another fucking month or so before we get a payoff.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, dying to find out what it is, so it better be something. It better be something good. Like it can't be fucking like what do you call him? Eric Rowan's fucking mystery fucking cage with the spider. That was the payoff. That shit.
Oh,
I'm sure Triple H has something better up his sleeve that he could say, yeah,
well,
that's not work.
I like R-Truth, but he should be nowhere near any of this stuff.
Yeah, he's nowhere near the 24/7 title anymore, though.
Yeah,
I think that's gone, is it? Or is it?
It's not gone because Dana defends it the odd time on main event. But it's just Triple H is trying to ease things out, I think. But I don't know what they're doing with this. R-Truth and Miz was a match on Raw over 10 years ago.
Yeah, more.
Yeah, like
they were
yeah.
The Awesome Truth. They were a tag team against Rock and Cena in Survivor Series.
Yeah, exactly.
When R-Truth was walking around the ring smoking cigarettes and talking to Little Jimmy.
Oh yeah, that was when they got banned. They got fined over that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about R-Truth being randomly put out there for this.
I don't see why he needed to be out there. Like, he's a talented performer. He's definitely going in the Hall of Fame. Like, but R-Truth is in his 50s.
And then the person then in the hood attacking the Miz, and they make you think it's Loomis, but it's not Loomis. And
there's a lot of stories intertwined at the moment. There's a lot of old NXT stuff that's being kept in the same circle, like Ciampa and Gargano are still.
Ciampa.
He's injured apparently. Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't seen him in weeks.
Yeah, but like the way they're trying to intertwine, like Dexter and Dexter and Ciampa and Gargano and Theory are all still in cahoots after NXT days and the way, and it's just like 600,000 people watched NXT and there's 2 million people watching Raw. So
are they going to do they're not going to do an Indy Hartwell had an affair with the Miz kind of shit like that.
Ooh, maybe Indy will come up and be in against Rhea.
Yeah, like she is supposed to come up, surely.
Well, she's not done. I presume she's done. She hasn't been on NXT in ages. So
the last one I remember her on it was when Dexter got taken away.
Oh yeah, that's right. When they arrested him, yeah.
Yeah.
And did she have a match?
No,
I can't remember last time she had a match.
Yeah.
She was in that match. She lost the match, and then Dexter showed up. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah.
And then you had the Candice LeRae interview, which I thought was awkward, but it was fine, but it was awkward.
Yeah, I'm not digging this damage control thing at the minute.
No, my brothers, me were talking about it the other day, saying like they're not a threat to no one.
No, but the problem is they're tag team champions, but there's no other female tag team champions. It's the same issue they've had since the female tag teams titles that were invented. Like, the maximum they've ever had is like maybe 4 tag teams, and they're just throwing together teams for the hell of it. Like, but there is actually no other tag teams out there at the moment that I can think of. Outside of Toxic Attraction and NXT.
Exactly.
There is nobody else. Everybody else is just people thrown together. Now Asuka and Alexa Bliss are out injured. And there's nobody left. So you can't keep doing Shotzi and Raquel. Like, that's it. There's nobody else.
No, they might have to bring someone up.
Well, they need a tag team.
Yeah. Even in
that's it. Like, one tag team.
I don't think they're going
back to the square one.
Are they?
I don't think so.
Like I don't see them being it. Like I like Casey Casemiro and they're just not a threat at all. Like she's so small.
No, she's tiny.
Yeah, it's hard to know. Yeah, I don't know. You're right though. They're definitely in trouble for tag teams in the women's.
Yeah, but like it just doesn't make any sense. Like, on the off chance that Naomi and Sasha come back as a tag team, like, which I don't think they will come back as a tag team. If they're going to come back at all, they're going to come back and be individual again. Like, so.
Do you reckon they put Sasha in Damage Control to just give them more?
Why though?
I don't know, Bailey and things.
Who are they? Who are they going up against? They can't just keep going after Bianca. Like they're dragging out that story.
Like the man is obviously going to come back as well.
Well, Becky's not expected to be back until next year.
Yeah.
They're saying her injury isn't ready. She's not even close to a return.
So you reckon they'll just coast until they can get to the new year?
Well, they're obviously coasting on until obviously War Games happen. So
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
I don't know who he's going to be in the match though.
I suppose next we Terry and Ali, which Ali is very good, but again, there's something missing with him.
Yeah, like they're forgetting to tell the story why we should be supporting him after Retribution. Like he hasn't. Yeah. He's coming in out for here and gone. After every 4 weeks, you might see him, and he's lost his last 2 matches now, and he's getting a title shot.
Do you reckon Seth Rollins went to bat for him for this?
Possibly. It's possible. Like there's no doubt he can go. He's a talented worker, but that's only half the story. Like you need to, we need to be invested in him. Why should we be invested in him? Like, why is he getting a title shot when he lost to Bobby Lashley?
Yeah.
When Lashley was champion, like.
And he lost here again to Terry. I know.
He lost to Theory. Yeah.
I know Rollins interfered.
Doesn't matter. It's a loss. It's a loss. They could have, disqualified him or, done something else to save him, like, but they obviously pinned him, like. So, is it happening in Saudi Arabia?
They haven't announced it yet, but they probably will do. I'd say it must be.
I'm presuming Seth Rollins will have a match there.
Yeah, no, you would think so. To think that's only a few days away. Like, was it like not this weekend?
Yeah, it's Saturday week.
It's Saturday week. So yeah, there's still a week to go, but like surely they must put Rollins on this card.
I presume so.
Yeah.
One match that is on the card though is the Land of the Giants.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to it?
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be a laugh. Like
this thing here though was not good.
No, it's never going to be like the interactions up to, if you went back, and watched all the promos between Hogan and Andre the Giant before they had their match.
Yeah.
Some of them are pretty piss poor. Like it's very like, slow and like, oh my God, get on with it, like until the match. And even the match, like besides the power slam, he lifted him up.
Yeah.
And it wasn't, anything to write home about. It was never going to be a 5-star classic.
Yeah.
So big men against each other, like,
Yeah.
Braun just has to power slam him. I think Rhea might have took away his spotlight there by doing it in Raw. So
exactly.
But if he does power slam, it's going to be impressive because that dude is fucking enormous.
And then we had Elias and Chad. Like Chad Gable. I don't like this Elias stuff either.
Did you prefer Ezekiel?
No, I mean, like, I don't like this stuff they're doing that he's clearly not face, if that makes sense.
Oh, they're teasing that he's just going to turn on.
Yeah, he's going to turn on Matt Riddle probably next week.
Well, it'll probably happen, like, because what else are they not? Surely they're not going to put them in the tag team.
I don't think they're going to be a tag team. Not a hope. But I like the Elias character, but he's not being booked right.
He's not a face.
No, not at all.
He tried to be a face before. Like everybody's behind him when he's a heel and he's slagging off their city. Like it works better that way anyway. Like they can cheer him or boo him, whatever they want. But playing up to the crowd is a bit much. It doesn't work for his character.
Exactly.
Like when he did that live gig at the WrestleMania weekend, he did it in New Orleans. I think was it New Orleans or somewhere. Or he played to the crowd. He did an actual show. But he fucking slated the shit out of them while he was doing it. And everybody loved it. Like, that's the kind of character he should be.
That's true. After that, then Johnny Gargano shouldn't be getting pinned like this. But
well, this is the issue we were talking about with Gargano. Like they don't seem to know what to do with him. Again, it's the same as Ali. Like they haven't retold the story of Gargano. Like he made his comeback in Toronto. But they haven't said where he was. What he's doing. What's
the story with Kevin Owens now? You just say Toronto.
I don't know. Actually, I haven't seen Kevin Owens in ages. Besides being in NXT, but I don't know. Was he injured or what?
Yeah, it's a weird one because I know I honestly thought they were going to start a team with Gargano on him.
And they had teased something like that, and there was talks of besides Balor that Kevin Owens is going to get a major push. They turned him face, and Triple H is fully behind him, but. I don't know, maybe he's injured or maybe he's just.
And then as well,
I don't know.
There's a little comment as well annoyed me about Gargano. If you're trying to push him and they're saying things like, if you're in the attitude area, you'll be my bag carrier.
That's JBL being a bully. Like
I know, yeah, but it's kind of like, if you're like me or you, we'd be like, he's probably right. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, like
he would not get a push in that time frame.
No, sure. If you go back where he was in WWE years ago, before he was Gargano, remember he was dressed up as the bellhop or something,
Oh yeah,
delivering a message to the Undertaker.
Yeah. Oh
Somebody
yeah.
like that.
I remember
Something like
that. Him and then Spanky done it as well. Another one.
Yeah.
Jesus, yeah, that's a long time ago. But yeah, do you know
That's what they would have thought of him back then.
Yeah, exactly. As well about this Raw, there was no Lashley. I know there was just a video package or whatever.
Yeah.
There was no actual Lashley on it.
They keep them apart. Like it's good. They keep them apart for a week because Lesnar's going to be there next week, so presumably Lash will be there next week.
I reckon Lesnar beat them as well at that one.
You think he's beating him?
Yeah, Bobby beat him the last 2 times, I think.
Once at the Royal Rumble, wasn't it?
He fought at Saudi as well.
Did he?
Yeah, I don't know what one it was, but it might have been this year actually.
Did he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Brock, Bobby. I'm gonna have to look that up now.
I looked that up. I thought they just had the one match where Bobby won the title.
Bobby
Didn't they beat him for the title?
Saudi Arabia. Yeah, I think it's the second time they fought. Yeah. Weird. That's mad.
I thought there was just the once. I must have missed that last one.
Yeah. 22 and it's kicking. Yeah, I think this. Yeah, it was a good match the last time they fought. I wonder.
No recollection.
Yeah, no, I didn't either until I saw that they fought twice. But maybe that's just lies. I don't
know. Somebody just made it up on Wikipedia.
Yeah, exactly.
They can do that, Don't believe everything you read in
can
Wikipedia.
edit. Yeah. The way Raw closed out was weird as well.
Nikki's back.
Nikki's back.
Has she got a secret?
The match was very good.
Yeah. Well, it's just going to be good.
But yeah, she's got a secret. I honestly think that Doudrop should also go nuts as well.
Right. Is she going to be face? She obviously attacked Bailey, but she shouldn't really act face-ish. Besides attacking Bailey.
I want to say she's going to be heel, but we'll see.
Right, but there lies the problem with Damage Control.
Yeah, exactly.
If Nikki's going to be the heel, then where do they go? She's just a big shit of Bailey for no reason.
Yeah,
but then again, put her in the War Games match. I know it's a way off. They're still fucking a month and a half away. Is it a month? No, maybe it's not. It's actually not. When is War Games?
It's like 20 something. Because AEW's pay-per-view is actually super late this month. Next time.
Full gear.
Yeah, their pay-per-view is like the 18th, so it's the week after that.
Oh yeah.
It's like
we got a month to go,
a month out,
yeah. Well, that's time to build it. But Nikki Cross, that version of Nikki Cross inside the War Games, teaming with Bianca and Asuka, maybe, or no.
Oh, it'd be really cool.
They need 3 or 4. Is it 3 or 4 per team, or does it have to be? Yeah, it's 4, 5. Is it?
5 usually. So yeah, I'll be intrigued to see where it's going, but it's. Do you know what? Someone was saying it on Twitter, and I kind of agree in a way. If you are watching this show for the first time, and that's how you end it, you're going, but she's so small and weak, it makes no sense. You know what I mean?
She's a former champion.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah, but like the commentators weren't selling it like that.
No.
It was almost like she didn't know who she was.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. Where's her mask and her cape gone? So.
Yeah. But no, if you're a new fan and you'll be very confused by that, like. But I love Nikki Cross. I think she's super talented.
Yeah, she's definitely talented as fuck. So hopefully they do it right this time.
Yeah.
I know it was kind of her idea to be the superhero gimmick in the first place. So she was behind it. But not everything.
The problem is
not everything works.
I hope they don't do a split personality thing because that's what Bray Wyatt's doing.
Maybe she's in the Wyatt 6. Who knows?
It's hard to know. You're right.
Could work.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sister Abigail.
Sister Abigail, you never know. I think there's anything else.
Wait a minute. Think about it. Like besides whatever happened on Dynamite, we're still finding out how Hangman Page is after what happened to him. Like, but they announced to MJF and Moxley, for Full Gear. Looking forward to that. I think it's going to be a hell of a match. Be surprised though that if they beat Moxley already so quick.
Yeah, but
it's going to be another short reign.
Yeah, I think there's a holiday in there for him.
I know he was supposed to be off for 6 weeks prior to this, like, but does it do him any favors? I know it's Moxley, like he wins or losses don't really affect him. Like, he can come back and be Moxley as much as he can, but it is definitely the right time for MJF to be champion.
I think so, and I think when Moxley comes back, he should be heel as well.
Yeah, they tried him to be heel as well. They tried that with him, and it just, I don't know. He's one of them people, like, he's gone to that stage now. He's beyond being a heel or a face. It's Moxley, like,
Yeah, I know.
Going to come through the crowd, unless he stops coming through the crowd and he starts coming out the heel tunnel and cutting people off and stuff, like, even at that, it's going to be hard to turn him full heel again.
Yeah, almost like it's like an Austin thing, isn't it?
Yeah, he'd have to attack. He'd have to like beat the shit out of Orange Cassidy, and even at that, people, or he'd have to beat the shit out of Jungle Boy or somebody really small but over as fuck, like, and even at that, people would still cheer him for doing it. Because he did it to Wheeler Yuta that time, like, and he beat Yuta in like a minute or something before the Blackpool Combat Club was ever a thing, and people cheered him for it. Like, they were trying to turn him. Pretty sure they were trying to turn him heel that time, but then he relapsed and went out on whatever issues he was having outside, like, so. But he came back even bigger face after he came back, so it's near impossible to turn him heel.
Yeah. I know we missed the midweek show issues we had last week.
Yeah.
But I want to say that promo is one of the best I've seen in a long time. William Regal is he's the man.
Phenomenal, unreal. It was so real as well. You could tell it was real. Like, it wasn't scripted. Like, it was MJF speaking his truth. Like, and I knew where Regal was going to go. Like, I knew what he's doing. Like everything I did. Like, it's like the whole superhero villain. Like, you turned me into this kind of shit. Like, but you could tell that Regal was going to turn around and say, yeah, well, what I did to you brought you to this part of your life. Like, and you wouldn't be this person without rejection.
Do you think they have the balls for Regal to knock Moxley out with Knox?
Doesn't turn on him.
Yeah.
And be in MJF's corner.
Yeah.
He's fucking, I don't know. What's going on with Stokely Hathaway and MJF?
That's nonsense.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Like, he's mocking him and everything. Like, he's
well, he's trying to. He was almost turned face again. Like,
I know.
He's cashing in. Like, he's not cheating. He's going to cash in properly. Like,
and the whole thing as well with, like, Big Cass. Like, what's happened there? Like,
I have no idea.
He was brilliant on Impact.
Yeah, but again, he's a big man, and AEW and their big men is just. It takes so long for them to get anywhere with them, and when they do, they mess it up. Like, they've done it with Lance Archer, like,
I know as well. Luchasaurus is very good as well.
Yeah,
I don't know what they want to do with him.
What are they doing with him now?
That's the problem. They're just
like Wardlow. It took a long time for Wardlow. It was coming. It was one of the biggest face turns. Like, it was expected to happen, and it was one of the biggest things they ever happened. Yeah. And what has he done since?
Exactly.
They're teaming him with Samoa Joe now and the FTR, which, that's fine. Like, that's all great, well and good. Like, but he was on a one-man, wrecking show whenever he was on his way up with the Powerbomb Symphony before he got the title. So where's that Wardlow gone?
Exactly. I don't know. I really don't know. It's AEW needs someone like, I'd say I want to say a Pat Patterson or someone.
Well, they've got their big boys now. They've got Moxley and Jericho signed to, big deals for the next few years as, not just talent, but they've got an office chair. They've got office hours for AEW. So They have an office somewhere.
Moxley got his wife a job, so.
Well, I don't know if he got her the job. She's fucking super talented. Like, she definitely deserves to be there, and she definitely made a difference already. Like in the 2 weeks she's been there, so AEW missed out, or WWE missed out in bringing her back. So
they must have tried, surely.
I'm sure they did all right, but they have their Channel 5 news team now. Like they have their anchorman and fucking sports and weather, and they've got their fucking I Love Lamp team.
I know, yeah. And then I suppose at this weekend, there's some amount of wrestling here in Dublin.
Yeah, big weekend in Ireland. Big weekend for OTT, the 8th anniversary. 4 shows. Wolverhampton on Friday, the first time ever outside of Ireland to put on a show. Something they've been trying to do for years. So delighted that they're getting to do that. Dublin on Saturday, the big show in the National Stadium. Some big matches coming up. Obviously, Matt Cardone's coming over. He's going to be facing Trent in Wolverhampton, the LJ in Dublin, and he's going to be facing Jay or Danny Cross
in Belfast.
Wexford as well. So Sunday is Belfast, and Wexford on Monday, Halloween, in the Spiegel tent or whatever they call it. Some big matches though, looking forward to it. You're going up to it.
Yeah, we're going up. Actually, there's a lot of them going up. There's Tim and
there's a lot, yeah.
Yeah, all the lads are going up.
Good. What I know, it's nearly completely sold out. The 4 shows. I'm not sure about Wolverhampton, but I'm pretty sure like Dublin, Belfast, and Wexford are pretty close to being sold out.
That's amazing.
Which is massive for them. Like they could have put on 1 show and sold out, had the massive demand for tickets, but the fact that they're putting on 4 shows and they're all nearly sold out. And there's another show.
What's that?
Derry on the 5th of November as well. There's another show.
Yeah. All these shows are always magical. They're always outstanding.
They know what they're doing. They know what.
What's that?
They know what they're doing. Like Joe's booking the shows. Some of the matches are crazy. Like
so you were talking to Joe last week.
Yeah. We were we actually went up to the school of Irish wrestling last Saturday. Like we spent a few hours with them just to get an insight into what happens behind the scenes, like and how they're getting ready for the shows, and just all the younger talent. Like the school up there is phenomenal. Like they've got so much youth, so much talent up there. Like the future of Irish wrestling is going to be massive. Like under Joe and OTT and all the other promotions that are out there. Like we get a chance to go to the school and train, just go up there and try it out, because the amount of people who are going to go on to bigger things from just being in that school is in the next few years is going to be great. But you can check out the interviews are on YouTube now. Colin from Kicking Out of Kayfabe sat down with Joe. It's in 2 parts there, and he actually talked about it. It was on bodyslam.net. They reported today that Joe had been in talks with Moxley. He was hoping that Moxley may have been available for the anniversary shows, but obviously he's the champion, so he can't really go anywhere. It's definitely going to happen. It was supposed to happen before the pandemic, so expect John Moxley to appear at OTT sometime in the future. Whether it's Scrapper Mania or some other show next year, keep an eye out, because when John Moxley comes to OTT, if these shows aren't completely sold out, that show will be sold out before the tickets even go on sale.
Yeah, but again, as he was saying in the interview, it's very hard because they keep changing the schedules.
Yeah, well, it's obviously going to be hard, like, because of people are getting tied down to long-term contracts with AEW, and they're obviously Moxley's gone from GCW. He's focusing all his time on AEW. So until he's no longer AEW champion, he's got free time. It's going to be hard to book him.
But it'll be a good weekend. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, looking forward to it massively.
2,000 people can fit in there, isn't it?
Yeah, about that. Yeah.
So it'll be a nice venue.
Looking forward to it anyway. If anybody's there, give us a shout. Say hello, or anybody is looking for tickets. We'll leave a link in the description for the tickets for OTT. Have a look and see if you want, because you're not going to want to miss this.
And I'll also put a link for the on demand as well, because it will be up there in a few weeks' time. It'll be something special to watch and keep an eye on.
Yeah, so that's on that note. We'll leave it there. Hell of a show. Not sure if there'll be a midweek show this week. We're still looking into schedules, but hopefully we'll get something done.
Yeah, everyone's schedules
after
are
OTT
all
anyway.
over the place.
Yeah, it's a busy week. Everybody's weeks are getting busier. Like, but from next week onwards, there's definitely going to be more than one show a week anyway. But as always, guys, like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment what your predictions are for maybe for OTT, or what if you're going to the show, let us know. Again, we're sponsored by Manscaped. Use the promo code WrestleSlam, get 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Phil, anything else you want to plug before we go?
Not really. I think we got everything. I'm just really looking forward to it, the whole thing at the weekend. And we'll talk about next week when we're back.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, guys.
We might vlog it.
Yeah, we hope so.
Yeah.
We'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.